Om Shanti. This is the Avyakt Murli of 28th of January, 1977. And the title is, Do you consider yourselves to be Brahmins, the mouth-born creation of Brahma? Do you know what the Dharma and karma of Brahmins is? Your religion, that is, the basic principle, is complete purity. Do you know the definition of complete purity? It means that there should not be even the slightest trace of impurity in your thoughts or dreams. Only those who have such elevated dharma are called true Brahmins. In this context, it has been said, you may have to die, but do not lose your religion at any cost. Do you consider yourselves to be those who have such courage and firm faith? No matter what the situation may be, if you have to renounce something for your religion, if you have to tolerate something, if you have to face something, or have courage, would you do it willingly? Would you not move backwards? Would you be afraid? True renunciation is when you do not consider renunciation to be renunciation, but fortune. If even thought or word is expressed with the feeling that you have sacrificed something, then you do not receive any fortune from that. On the path of devotion, when an animal is being offered in sacrifice, if it makes a sound or cries out, then it is not accepted as a holy offering, Mahaprasad. It is not considered to be a sacrifice. That is a memorial of the present time. If together with renunciation, you have the thought that you renounced something and you desire name, regard, and fame, then that is not renunciation. That would not be called fortune. Only those who have such dharma, that is, complete purity, are called true Brahmins. Generally, physical sacrificial fires are carried out by worldly Brahmins, priests. However, this great sacrificial fire will be completed only when the entire old world has been sacrificed into it. First of all, ask yourselves whether the Brahmins who have become instruments to make a sacrifice of the old world have sacrificed into the great sacrificial fire their old thoughts and vices, which are said to be the world of thoughts. That is, this old world of waste thoughts, nature, and sanskars. If you have not yet sacrificed your limited world, or you have not put the material that you still have left with yourselves into the sacrificial fire, then how would the unlimited old world be sacrificed? Every instrument Brahmin is responsible for the completion of the sacrificial fire. Therefore, you have to remember that charity begins at home. So check in your own mind whether you have made the sacrifice. What is the final and complete sacrifice? Do you know it? In the spiritual teachings of the world, they believe that the final and perfect stage of a soul is when a soul merges into the Supreme Soul. The form of this final sacrifice is finishing of the consciousness of I. Here too, only the words Baba, Baba should emerge from your lips and in your mind, indicating your merging into the Father. This is known as merging, that is, becoming same. This is called the final sacrifice. There shouldn't be the slightest consciousness of I, of body consciousness, in your thoughts or dreams. There should be the awareness of your eternal form of soul consciousness. The words Baba, Baba should be constant and unlimited, beyond any limits. In your original form of a Brahmin, there should be dharna of dharma and karma. This is known as being a true Brahmin. Only such true Brahmins can be instruments for the completion of the sacrificial fire. You have become the creators of the sacrificial fire. Now become instruments for its completion. That is, you must make the final sacrifice. Then the unlimited old world will automatically be sacrificed. Do you understand what you now have to do? This is the easy way to become perfect. To make the complete sacrifice is known as making the final offering. So have you already sacrificed yourself in the fire? Or do you still have to do that? Are you going to make the final offering at the last moment? Only when you make the holy offering yourself will you enable others to make the sacrifice. Do not think that you will do it at some point later on, but think that you have to do it now. Just as you are like chatrak birds in listening to Baba, and you also make plans to meet Baba, thinking that your turn should be first. So take turns in sacrificing yourselves too. Take the first turn in actually doing this practically. Acha, to those who sacrifice themselves completely and who make the final offering, to those who become instruments for world transformation through self-transformation, to the true Brahmins, to the perfect Brahmins who are the same as the Father, to the most elevated Brahmins who stabilize themselves in their religion and karma. Bap-Dada's love, remembrance, and namaste. To Didiji, in the corporeal form, you saw many practical examples of the power of concentration. While sitting at a distance, children used to experience practically that Bap-Dada was especially remembering them or was especially giving them the experience of receiving power. Thoughts and activities were found to be matching on both sides. You saw such practical experiences, did you not? When you are to receive a message via telephone, it first rings. In the same way, when children receive the Father's directions through a message or through thoughts, then waves of happiness suddenly rise within souls, so that they have goose pimples of happiness. However, some ignore the telephone and let it ring, and so are not able to receive the message. In the same way, although children definitely experience this, they move along with carelessness. They are not able to understand the divine activity of the power of concentration, but they definitely do experience it. In the same way, some souls also have an experience of other souls. However, just as when there is interference on the line or the telegraph, a message cannot be conveyed due to that influence of the atmosphere or environment. In the same way, there is here the influence of attitude. Because of having an attitude that is not stable, you are not able to catch the message. This year, a group should become ready of those who have the determination to maintain the power of concentration, so that they are able to have these unique experiences. One is like receiving diamonds and jewels by going to the bottom of the ocean, and the other is to experience moving along with the waves of the ocean of knowledge. You have had the experience of moving along with the waves. Now you have to go to the bottom of the ocean. Invaluable treasures are found at the bottom. By making this aspect firm, you will automatically be able to step away from everything else. This is known as having thoughts of the original self, of self-realization, and of powerful service. This is the stage of a lighthouse and might house. Then you will have to donate through your drishti. This is the stage of taking someone beyond with just a glance. The power of concentration can show you many unique wonders. Those with occult power attain their power with the power of concentration. You can make many diseased souls completely free from disease. You can have many unique experiences through this power. To stop something moving is the result of the power of concentration. When something stops, when you say stop, the drums of victory of your being, the bestowers of blessings, will then beat. At present, they only beat the drums of wah, wah. But you have given very good lectures and worked very hard, and your life is very good. And so, later, they will beat the drums of victory. So do you now understand what the aim and objective is for this year? You need to do double service. You can do the special service at Amrit Vela. At that time, you will also be able to hear the calls of the devotees. You will feel as though someone is personally calling you. Therefore, you have to increase this power. Whatever time you have, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, just experience the power of concentration. By accumulating a little at a time, you will accumulate a lot, and the revelation of the Almighty Authority will then take place through the Shaktis. The perfection of the Shaktis will work like a mirror for the blind. The year of perfection means to have this perfection. Acha, to Madhuban residents, are all of you constantly happy? Those who know the significance of all three aspects of time are happy. If someone is upset, it is because he has forgotten the significance of the drama. Those who are constantly aware of the significance of the drama and the three aspects of time are always happy. The reason for becoming upset is in not understanding the significance of these. Those who have the knowledge of all three aspects of time are called Trikaldarshi, seers of the three aspects of time. They remain constantly happy and content. To be a Madhuban resident means to be constantly happy and content. To become upset with others means to bring yourself down from the stage of being one who knows all secrets. When you leave your throne and come down, you then get upset. To be Trikaldarshi means to be knowledgeful, which means to be on a high throne. When you leave that throne and come down, you are then upset. Your stage should be according to your place. Madhuban is also called the land of heaven. You do believe that Madhuban is a model of heaven. So can Maya enter heaven? There should be total ignorance of what Maya is. In heaven, there is no knowledge of Maya. Because you consider this land to be ordinary, Maya comes. Do not consider Madhuban, the land of blessings, to be an ordinary place. The awareness of Madhuban brings you power. The residents of Madhuban should be angels. The praise of Madhuban means the praise of the residents of Madhuban. It is not the praise of the walls of Madhuban. With which vision does the whole world sees the residents of Madhuban? Even today, the whole world sees Madhuban as a memorial. With such elevated vision, even devotees sing praise of the residents of Madhuban. Even the Brahmin family sees it with elevated vision. If you also have such elevated vision, then you have then already become angels. Madhuban residents are also called the residents of the yajna, sacrificial fire. Therefore, those who are living in the yajna have to offer a sacrifice. Only then will others follow. In the sacrificial fires, which are the memorial, the sacrifice is only worthwhile when a mantra is chanted. Here too, only when you constantly have the mantra, be mine with your mind, man mana bhav in your awareness, will the sacrifice be worthwhile? Residents of Madhuban are those who are constantly stable in the stage of the mantra. You are not those who simply chant the mantra, but those who are embodiments of the mantra. The Father has now given you the realization course. So have you realized yourselves and changed? Are all of you all right? When someone says that he is fine, Bap Dada would say, may you have a gulab, rose in your mouth. May you always be like that. Even by just saying it, you will become all right. When you think of your weakness again and again, then the weakness lingers on. When you see any weakness, continue to finish it, together with checking. Also change it. You have to show a wonder. In all the time of all the company you received, did you perform a wonder? Have you performed any such task which would be called a wonder? Or do you forget it after doing it? Constantly see yourself as an embodiment of virtues and keep yourself stable in an elevated stage. Do not come down. You have been told that children of a royal family do not even put their feet on the ground or in the dust. Here, body consciousness is the dust. So do not come down into it. Remain constantly beyond this dust. Even if you become body conscious in your thoughts, it means you have put your feet in the dust. To go further into words or actions means to eat dust. Children of a royal family never eat dust. Constantly have the awareness that you are children with an elevated stage who belong to the highest and high Father. And then your vision will never be drawn downwards. You have to finish everything old, even in your dreams. The dreams of yogi and knowledgeable souls will be of the new world and the new life. When even your dreams have changed, there will be no question of this in your thoughts. The dreams of Madhuban residents are elevated. Even Bap Dada sees you with this vision. There is such praise of being Madhuban residents that even today, at the very end, those who are this in name only in Vrindavan and Madhuban are able to earn money there is so much praise of even just the name, and so the name of the Madhuban residents is also so great. Since there is so much praise of the name, how much praise would there be of the form itself? Acha, all of you are content anyway. Om Shanti.